Cruel Humor.
Studios. Yay!
Why, hello there, young lady. What is your name?
Stranger!
The fuck?
Oh.
Your bitch ass.
What's up, guys? I am Crude Humor here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Cartoon Network list of 2018. Now, the cartoons I will be reviewing are the cartoons are currently on schedule. That means that they're currently posting weekly as of right now. All right, we're not going to be going into no kind of order like from the best to the worst or the worst to the best. It's just going to be like a straight review on all the cartoons that's currently being shown on Cartoon Network. So let's get into it. So we're going to be starting with Summer Camp Island. Now, Summer Camp Island, I'm not going to go bad in it already. I see what they're trying to go with, but it just seems like a knockoff Adventure Time to me. That's my opinion. Now, I have younger siblings, and I asked them, hey, what do y'all think about Summer Camp Island? They just say, it's like, it sucks. Now, I don't like to be very blatant like that, but sometimes cartoons just suck. Like, if you put out something, it's gonna suck. Sometimes it's not gonna be received well, but they tried to push it so much. Like, when it first came out, the whole weekend was nothing but Summer Camp Island. Nothing but Summer Camp Island. Like, you try to, I'm gonna watch something else. Nah, Summer Camp Island. So you got a good feel of the show if you watched it that whole weekend. And I got a good feel of the show, and guess what? It sucked. Now, I see what they're trying to get at. It is a knockoff Adventure Time. Everything just talking and stuff like that, everything being fantasy, it's kind of like a knockoff Adventure Time. The plot just don't go anywhere. I really don't get the witches. Everything just seems just to be all over the place. Like, the cartoon just don't have that much structure into it. Now, I think that it would be better if, they would cut down on, actually focus on being at her summer camp, not even like say witches run it and stuff like that. And because the witches, they just, it's just there. They ain't really bad, they ain't good, they just there. They do stuff, but then they renege on the stuff, and then they do good stuff. So it's really not to say that they're bad. See, it's confusing. So we're just Summer Camp Island is just it's a 1 for me right now. Like, we're gonna be giving these 1 out of 10s. Like, it's a 1. So we're gonna be moving on. Next on our list is Craig of the Creek. Now, Craig of the Creek, I'm gonna give it a, it's a black cartoon, so that hits up. When it's starring a black character, of a black American, a kid, and he's showing that he's actually doing not something as a bad stereotype like normally they show black characters as hoodlums and drug dealers and gangbangers and stuff, and having no parents, or without their siblings are bad. Craig of the Creek, it shows like a black boy, a young black boy in a good standing family. Like, his sister is very smart. She loves to look at stock stuff and financial, political television. His brother is basically into school, working on his SATs, so just pushing that a black family can be good in community. You don't have like bad stereotypes. But the bad, it seems like a spin, like they're pulling from Ed and Eddie and Clarence, and it's like a mix. Now, I get that you use some of the stuff, but it just feels like his best friend, I'm not sure his name, but his best friend, the boy character, he seems just like Ed, just stupid, does dumb stuff, but all around a good friend. And then the other character, Kelsey, she seems unique. That's what I give her. But Craig of the Creek is like, I give it a 6. because I love it because it's showing a young black male having fun, not getting into trouble, and that he has a good family, and not showing that stereotype. But is it like Clarence and Ed and Eddie in some type of way? Yes. Clarence has those type of adventures where the creek, yes, they be at a creek, but it seems like they're, just like that. And also Codename Kids Next Door with the like building stuff and how they have the store at the creek. That it's also like that. So I see where the artist or the person that created it probably got their inspiration from. But the similarities kind of strong. But if they like focused on, I wouldn't say more of it. It's a good show. So I would say more just tone down on the similarities and make it like more unique of Craig and his family. Show more of them or what they do outside of the creek, or the show is called Craig of the Creek, but just show more of that, focus like more on Craig and how his stuff, like how his family is and like that. I would say more of that. Next up on our list is Apple and Onion. Like, there's nothing really good about this show. Like Apple and Onion, it's just creepy. Like the animation style is creepy. The drawing is creepy. Like even for me, I like to look at horror movies and stuff like that. But for a kid to look at it, the animation is just creepy and the plot just everywhere. The characters are everywhere. Like you just don't get it. Like some stuff, like you'll watch a cartoon, you be like, oh, getting into it, but Apple and Onion, you just can't get it. Like I just don't like it. I tried to watch it. The episodes, it don't stick with you. See, like I can't even remember an Apple and Onion episode like a good line that, oh my gosh, that I'ma watch Apple and Onion. Oh yeah, Apple and Onion about to come on. It's just like Apple and Onion, let me find something else to watch, because it's just not that good. Next up on our list is OKKO, Let's Be Heroes. Now OKKO, like, I'm gonna be honest, I like it and I don't like it. Like I like it that because it's a superhero, it's kind of like a unique superhero type of show. And OKKO, he's wanting to be a superhero and stuff, but I do not get that the supermarket and everybody, it like overshadows like every hero. So you see all these, I understand that it's a whole town full of heroes and villains, but you overshadow every hero. Like you don't have like a memorable hero instead of the main characters. Like sometimes you want to, like, somebody want to go for the underdog hero that's not being shined like OKKO. They want to go for somebody else. They want, like, oh yeah, that guy has this power and I like him because of that. But you don't really get to see most of those characters because the whole town is full of heroes. Like, it's a good show. I like it. The animation is, back to that, that rustic, heavy. The outline is kind of heavy and it's hand drawn. So it looks good. The fighting sequences is good. So I give it a 7. I give OKKO 7. So that's all I'm gonna talk about OKKO, because it's a good show. It's just that I think that all the characters are just being overshadowed because there's so many heroes and villains. Next up on our list is the new Ben 10 series. Now, I personally like Ben 10, the older one. It has showed him progressing as from a young boy into an older man. I know everybody like it mostly because the anime style of animation they use. Like the eyes are kind of slanted and boxy. everything, the jaw is pointed, you know, basically anything that's in the anime style. Majority of the people like that, and it had drama into it. The new one I appreciate because it's more American style animation, cartoons, slapstick comedy, so to say. But it's just too much. Like the old Ben 10, you got to see more of the aliens that he can turn into, and showing off the Omnitrix more, and more of his family life. The new Ben 10 is just, I would say, too goofy. I don't want to, because some stuff can be goofy, but his is just not really focusing on that. Like his Omnitrix does get better as he grow, but going right back, I hate how they restart Ben 10 over and over again, that we have to start right back over to where we begin with him discovering the Omnitrix, not having all the aliens, and we get to see the same aliens over and over again. It gets boring. So I give Ben 10, the new series, a 4 right now, because it's the same thing. Like we got to see the same thing over and over again, the same aliens, him starting up, can't keep the form long because he's new to it, so it just gets boring. Next up on our list, we have Mighty Magiswords. Now Mighty Magiswords, I'd say it's more of a filler show than anything. It's not a main show. I wouldn't look for it as main show. It's like more of a filler show that you, after you watch a main show, it's coming up. Or say for instance, a new episode of Amazing World of Gumball is coming on at 5 and Mighty Magisword is at 4:30. You'll watch Mighty Magiswords, just to get to the thing, because it's not a bad show, because obviously they show awesome wacky little swords. I mean, it's unique, but it's not like a main thing that you would want to watch. So I would say I would have to give a 5, because I'm in between that. It's a filler show. I wouldn't say that I would want to go watch Cartoon Network for Mighty Magiswords. It just comes on and I'll watch it. Next up on our list, we have the new Powerpuff Girls. I'ma just put it blunt. I hate the new Powerpuff Girls. I hate it. Like the old Powerpuff Girls, it focused more on them being superheroes. Like I understand that what they're trying to push out now, like the new Powerpuff Girls, they going to school more and focusing more on the school part of them being superheroes than the superhero part. They're focusing on going to school, having all these things to give the kids something. Hey, you need to stay in school, learn this and all stuff, in the undertones that they put in cartoons. But it's just that I understand also that the old Powerpuff Girls, they rarely was in school. They rarely was seen at Pokeoks. I remember one episode that the girls was forced to be at school because they wanted to be superheroes. They wanted to go save, but it was like, you're missing school. Like, you need to go to school. And ultimately they ended up being, going out saving the day, but it had better plots, as superheroes. If you're looking for a superhero show, then that's what you should focus on. Having superheroes do superhero stuff. If you want to focus on kids having that school life, make a different show. Like Powerpuff Girls is not that type of show. It's a superhero show. Like also they go to Pokeoks, but that's like side stories that they be at when they go to school and stuff. It's not the main thing. Their main thing is fighting crime, fighting the villains, and the villains, being villains. They're not like goofy and stuff, but it's just that when I'm gonna say goofy a lot, because sometimes goofy can work in a good way and a bad way. When you make everything like slapstick goofy, it just it really just, and especially of a rerun, that can make it, you know, overshadow and get downplayed a lot from older viewers that used to watch it, or younger viewers that go out and see the older cartoons of that, you know, specific series. So I would have to give the new Powerpuff Girls a blatant 2, because it's awful to me, and that's just my opinion. I don't like it. So I mean, if you like the new Powerpuff Girls, you know, comment, but I personally hate it. Next on our list, we're gonna talk about Unikitty. Now, Unikitty, I just don't get it. So Unikitty is just basically a stupid show to me. Like, it's a unicorn kitty that's a magnet with a crocodile and puppy corn. It's just stupid. Like, I don't get it. Like, and to give children this, it makes them more like, although you gotta cater to, you know, hey, they like, you know, dumb stuff, but when it's just that dumb, like stuff like that dumb, like you just don't get the, you know, the characters, like a Unikitty magnet, and then a Professor Cat thing. It's just weird. Like, then you got Crocodile liking the cat professor, and it's all weird. I just give it a 1 because it's weird, confusing. I don't like it. I try to give it plenty of chances. I asked my siblings about it. They said it sucks, and I agree with them. It sucks. Next on our list, we got Lego Masters of Spinjitzu. Now, I'm not a big Lego fan, but Lego has a place in everybody's heart. Like, you can't really go bad with Lego. Like, Lego goes after, say for instance, when you have the Lego Batman or Lego Marvels, it can go after any target audience and make it, you know, Lego, you know, building stuff, and it's really no bad thing you can say about Lego. Like, it has a good plan, good plot, good setting, you know, good storyline. The story has drama into it, and I like, it has comedy. I'm more of like dramedies in cartoons, when you have that comedy but you put a little drama into it and pulls people, you know, tugs them their heart and gets them more engaged into it, like what's gonna happen next. Not where you have a, you know, a slapstick show where you're gonna, everything's resets and it's not no progression, it just resets every day. Like, at the end of the episode, it resets, it goes to another thing. So you're not like, what's gonna happen next? You're going like, okay, what's next week gonna be about? So I would have to give Legos that 8, because it's a good show. Can't go wrong with it. Good plot, good characters, the animation is on point, and it's a good show. Now we're gonna start talking about the big dogs on Cartoon Network, the ones that, you know, I'll say holds the top tier to right now as the best shows on Cartoon Network at this point. Next up on our list, we got We Bare Bears. Now, We Bare Bears, a lot of people might not like it at first, but it is a good show. Good plot, it's original. You just have 3 bear brothers just chilling, you know, living life, how they, and sometimes you go back to where there was babies, how they was growing up, how they got to where they was. It has so much plot and good story writing. Like, the characters, Ice Bear is gotta be my favorite character at all. Like, Grizz, he's cool, he's the, you know, rambunctious brother, and, you know, gets them all hype, and Panda, he just basically like shy. Ice Bear is just, you know, calm, collected, you know, Ice Bear. But it's just a good show. I give We Bare Bears a 9 out of 10 because it's a good show. It's a premiere show, so you can watch like Cartoon Network. Oh man, We Bare Bears is about to come on. It has good music, theme song is catchy. everything about it is good. Like nothing but good comments about We Bare Bears. Next on our list, we have Steven Universe. Now, Steven Universe, it is a great show. Animation, art style, all original. The music is way on point. The vibes that I feel from the music, it is always good. It's a chill style that they bring with the music quality that it has, and it just really, like, majority of the times when I listen to the music that comes on Steven Universe, it just tugs me because it sounds so beautiful. And the animation quality and the plot, the setting, all original. And it teaching kids about something that many people wouldn't know about elements, about the gems, different gemstones, rose quartz, you have amethyst, garnet, pearl, different types of gems. So they learn that, and they learn that to keep that through, when they're growing up. And that's a good, teaching quality. And it just a comedy, has drama, and it progresses. Like, it don't reset. It has story progression. Steven is learning to control his powers from what his mother just left him, because she had died. So, spoiler alert, but it's a great show. Like, progression, I love story progression when you get the, grow with the character as you going through season, which it has a lot of episodes so far, and I hope it keeps going. The movie, I'll say the hour special movies sorta are great. One of my favorite ones was when Garnet had split, and you finally figured out who they, what the fusion characters was that made up Garnet, and their, how they, why they fused and stuff like that. So it's a great show. Like, 10 out of 10 for Steven Universe, 10 out of 10. Like, great show. Hands down, it's a great show. Next on our list, we have Teen Titans Go. Now, I know, like most of you that's probably watching, maybe, younger, and you probably don't know about the actual, the first Teen Titans that, showed on Cartoon Network. It was an anime style, and it had more, darker, feel to it. The Teen Titans Go now, it came out goofy. People was like, oh man, it's not that, not like the Teen Titans I know and stuff like that. I gave it a chance, and it was the best chance that I took, because this show, it way undertone, way go over what Teen Titans had. Although Teen Titans had stopped, early, and you didn't get to finish some of the storylines that they was developing, like what Cyborg and Jinx, that's always hinted at Teen Titans, the series. And then what happened to actually Starfire or Robin. If you didn't watch, read the comics, and you're basically watching the animated series to get like what their view on it is, then that's Teen Titans Go answers all those questions, although it puts them in a very comedic way, like over top, and makes like Cyborg and a Beast Boy seem kind of really dumb than what they usually was, and Teen Titans made Robin, but it's very funny. I can't explain how many times I have just laughed and just turned on Cartoon Network just to watch Teen Titans Go. Soon as it comes on, like, when you have that so much familiarity with the pop culture at the intro, when you have like Robin and them dancing, and they're doing like pop culture dancing, so some people can miss that, but that really like struck a chord with me, because they're putting pop culture in there. So it's basically giving those people, that don't really watch cartoons, be like, hey, they using this in that cartoon, or that cartoon, I heard this cartoon got this in there. And hands down, Night Begins to Shine, best song of the year. So Teen Titans Go get the 10 out of 10 for me. 10 out of 10. It's a great show to watch. You won't be disappointed. It's very funny. Comes up with original stuff, although it's goofy. As I was stated at previous reviews, that sometimes goofy can be good and bad. For this one, the goofiness goes good for it because it's funny. Last on our list, you always save the best for last. This next cartoon, hands down, the top cartoon on Cartoon Network of this generation, really. I can't explain how much that this cartoon expresses animation and put a whole light on all styles of animation. Amazing World of Gumball is the top show. Like, Amazing World of Gumball is the best show on Cartoon Network right now. The plot, outstanding. Like, the animation that they use for like the characters of their especially Gumball, his facial expressions. He don't even have to say nothing much, and his facial expressions alone just makes you laugh. Anything, if you don't laugh at Amazing World of Gumball, like, you have no soul, really. Like, because Amazing World of Gumball is the best show, like, hands down. On Cartoon Network, there is no other show that can stand up to Amazing World of Gumball. Not even old shows, really, because they use 3D, 2D, stop motion, live action, all different types of animation media, all in one show, all in one, and make it fit to where it's just like a free-flowing world. All those, like what I said about Summer Camp Island previously, the wacky characters, but in this, it fits. And when you have a lot of wacky stuff and it fits and it's funny and it's, it fits to the world, it's a world of wackiness. That's the whole point of the show. About these, a family living in this world of wackiness and what they go through in their daily life, like going to school, going to work, dad not having a job but showing that the mom is, the breadwinner, showing more, female empowerment on that. Going with Anais is the smartest one in her family, and she's young, but she, has that attitude. It's just a great show. 10 out of 10, 12 out of 10, 20 out of 10. It's the greatest show on Cartoon Network. I'll say probably it's going up there as the all-time greatest show on Cartoon Network. It's on the top 10 for me. Probably number two, probably number 2. But we're gonna get into that list on on another video. So stay tuned, subscribe, like if you like this video, all these reviews. If you have your own opinion on my reviews, leave a comment. Show me your tell me what you think. If you think that some of my reviews were bogus, or you like that show, maybe you a big fan of Summer Camp Island. Sucks. But let me know. Comment down below, leave a like, subscribe. I'm out.